27th of October in Krishna's kitchen, cooking something. But as I'm cooking, I'm trying to also feel out or try to understand. I know it's totally not understandable by my present situation. But at least I want to show Krishna that I want to understand. In essence, this is an imaginary body. Complex AI imaginary body. In pieces, and so minute, in pieces all placed together, AI body. Okay? But the only difference between what they are now doing AI and this is the absence of the soul in everything. Oh, that's a lie. Because the soul is in everything. But it is so densely covered when it's in stone, when it's in, and stone means metals. Metals come from stones. Grasp it. So the accumulation, and I'm feeling, by my energy, not I'm feeling, I didn't want this body. I wanted something that lasts more than, at least more than 90 years. But and enjoyable for all that time. But I attracted by my independent mind, imaginary. I replaced my eternal ears with these ears. I replaced my nose for smelling the incense of Krishna, smelling the body of Krishna. I replaced it with what my perception, within some, degree, my perception. So, in a debate, with Swarup Damodar, who is a doctorate in science and everything, graduate doctor in science, and disciple of A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. He once came up and he says, "Oh, Prabhupada, some animals are becoming extinct." And that brought about a big discussion. Prabhupada says, no. You are categorizing things by a body and saying that now it's going to disappear and it's never going to exist again. Extinct. And that is not what's going on. So the debate went on, and I forget the other people, other sannyasis that were there, but they were all debating. No, there's different species. You even say there's different species, and this species is going to disappear. Just like, this species and that species. Prabhupada said, no. It's always there. And they were sent back. Oh, but what is this, Prabhupada? a species is a development of consciousness. So the elevation of the consciousness, you get different species of life. Because the consciousness has been elevated, a species of life appears. So it never disappears. You may not have perception of it, but it is there, always. And of course, the universal form is always there, so it's always there. So they were totally set back. Prabhupada was very strong on the matter. So I, by my development of consciousness, that's my independence. This is what I've come up with. I gave myself some ears, I gave myself some, I'm saying myself because it was my desire, my activity, my consciousness, my elevation of consciousness. But it isn't me. So I may be cooking for Krishna some nice sabji, some nice dal. It's imaginary. In a strong sense, this is imaginary. But the only good part about it is I'm getting some eternal credit because it's going to be offered to Krishna. That's the only reason. Not by my intelligence, not by my money, nothing like that. The only thing that this can help with is elevation of my consciousness. And if I don't elevate my consciousness, even in every breath that I take, I don't elevate my consciousness, then I'm looking forward to the same difficulties that I'm having this life, next life. And if I degrade my consciousness, then you're looking for trouble, more trouble. So the imagination has to do with my independency, and it's me. Krishna has that in me, an independency. And my independency is to, of course, love and serve him, or not love and serve him. But what drives a person to the point where he doesn't want to serve? And whatever happened to me to desire that? Well, an important part is that Krishna, maybe I forgot Krishna. Maybe my love for Krishna fell apart. Maybe this, maybe that. But Krishna's love never wavers. Never. Never wavers. That's the only good part about it. But there's a lot of good parts, but I mean the good part, it's good that he didn't never waver my foolishness. So, what had happened? Bhakti Rakshaka Rashidare, he points out, pride before the fall. Even such an insignificant thing as pride, but pride disrupts the Leela. If in any way my independency, which is never taken away, comes up with this idea of pride. So what is the pride? The pride is, I want what he has. But I want what he has. Who is his treasurer? As Krishna, Radha is his treasurer. And Narayan, Lakshmi is his treasurer. So I want to disrupt an eternal love affair. An eternal love affair. It's like if you want to really, if you see two lovers fighting, right? You see two lovers fighting, and all of a sudden you're a friend of both of them, and you come in and you get in between them and you try to resolve the fighting. You're looking for a lot of trouble. You're looking for a lot of trouble. Never get in between two lovers, because everything is resolved in the house. So, the same way, I got in between. Just that independence has manifested into a situation that I find myself in. But try to delve, it's imaginary. These all are cells that have independence. These are all cells that are independent. Their independence, their consciousness is somewhat more restricted than me, but they're no different than me. Nothing's different than me. You could say, I'm the person running this place, but there's many that are rebellious. And those that are rebellious cause problems within the body. Even uprising and a disaster to the whole body. So there's independence in their nature. I cannot, with my mind, conquer them. So what is going on here? How is this all staying together? Super soul. My connection is not with any of them directly. My connection is indirect. My connection is with Super Soul, and Super Soul connects with them. It seems that even now I am connecting with you. No. Your Super Soul is helping you see. My Super Soul is helping me talk. So my Super Soul is doing it. What we, with our imagination, with our daydream that we're having, and it's a daydream, is that all that we have is what is called reflected. It's all reflected. You can study it. Reflected smell, reflected sight. Right? So, that reflected sight and smell, we perceive it with our senses, but it's not direct. Super soul within me and within everything and within every one of these cells, these independent cells, has projected energies. You can say they're detected because there's energy around my body. The energy that the chakras put out, the energy that, the EMF that's within even the blood cells and the movement of all the blood and everything, all that electrical energy right? That is Super Soul's way to project something. So, everything that I'm having is reflected. It's like someone uses the example, oh, the tree is upside down when it's reflected in the lake. So I'm thinking, oh, that's just an example. That's my whole life. All that is my whole life. My whole life is like seeing a tree reflected in a lake. And thinking that I'm seeing the tree. I'm not seeing the tree. I'm seeing reflection. Now you start to get, yes, this is an imagination. And it is a 24/7, 365 and 1/4 all the time. It's a reflection. Wakefulness, sleeping, even those that study the retina of the eye. The eye, I am seeing with these eyes, but when I'm sleeping, I'm thinking I'm not seeing. No. Even though the skin is on top of the eye, the infrared rays and some other rays can penetrate, and the retina is picking them up. The retina can pick up and sense some part of the spectrum that we are not aware of even. And that is the spectrum in infrared all the way into red, and ultraviolet all the way into the violet. That scope, even when my eyelids are closed, it's being picked up by the eyes. What to speak, if they even studied it more and more, they'd find out so much more and more. So, 24 hours. All the muhurtas, if you want to say it like that. Always imaginary. AI. And in every one of those AI inventions that they have, it's all living entities. They have nothing to work with without it being a living entity. All Krishna's energies are like that. They have nothing to work with without it being a living entity. I'm not saying that it's okay, but it's just giving a good glimpse into how much of an imagination I'm in. And then combined with the imagination of other humans around me. Other humans that may respect me, other humans that may disrespect me, other humans that may have good activities, other humans that may have bad activities. All these imaginations and combinations, it's incredible. And it's not just within a universe. Even that entanglement is within other universes. So the entanglement is within everything of Krishna's energy. He never lets go. He's not going to let you go. You may call it entanglement, but it's his strength holding on to you. Or you can even go to another universe. Even Srila Prabhupada mentioned that one time. That you go from here, from this place, and go to another universe where Krishna is holding his Ras Leela. So, it's not just me saying it. And the entanglement is greater than we can imagine. So I have to get back to my imaginary work and hope that the atmosphere around me supports my imagination. But even if this atmosphere disappears completely, I have to understand that it was only meant for service to Krishna, nothing else. Somebody may say some other thing, but it's only meant for service to Krishna. And if you stand in the middle of the flow of love of Radha to Krishna, you make a partition that doesn't exist. You can't separate those two. You make a partition, and here you come. So I have not brought Radha and Krishna together to the point they are in their loving connection. I have not brought them together. Once I bring them together, then there's some relief. So I know I have not brought them together yet. And I can say it's imagination, but my hand still hurts. Yeah, if I hit my hand on something, it still hurts. So I haven't realized the great imagination which I'm under. Well, I haven't realized it. I hope this helped out somewhat. It's the realistic viewpoint. And because we are in an age of AI, we can grasp it a little bit more. Yes, this is a great imagination within my mind. And I pray that it please go away. Of course, the process of Vaishnavism, Krishna consciousness, is a great way to do it. To come out of the dream world and go to the real world. Bhakti Rakshaka Shira. Reality the beautiful. Yeah. It's a realm of reality. And that's actually where the beauty is. The beauty we're looking for is totally manifested in Krishna and all that is associated directly with him. I'm associated with them too, especially with the link of my Diksha Guru and my Shiksha Gurus, because I need more instructions, but especially with that, I'm connected with him, but not to the point where he can see that I'm not going to create trouble when I'm always creating trouble anyways, but I won't create trouble when I go back. I hope you got something out of it. And you can always, I look at the videos and there may be a few likes, but hit the like button, because then YouTube says, oh, people are liking this video and we'll put it up further. So it's beneficial. You just push the like button and get the video out to other people too. Okay, Hare Krishna, Hare Bol.